test something out. I don't know if it'll lead to anything, but for some reason I was reading the code and more of the game code and stuff, and I wanted to try out some stuff. Wait, how do I not have the flame one? These are axes. I need 15 strength, 13 dex. That won't work. It has to be one of the blanks here. Okay, go back to here. No, wait. First I have to allocate my points. This is gonna be interesting. Why don't I have the flame armament? I got holy, electric, black flame, blood flame, and poison. I guess black flame works for now. Ash of War on this would be where's just normal spear throw? Oh, right there. It has to be one of these. Okay, I have to make it a cult just for the C scaling. I need 15 in strength, 13 in dex. This is gonna get weird because I was reading the game files and I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but something about armament status transfer to Ashes of War. Something like that. I'm just trying to figure this out right now. And my highest spell cost would be Faith. Of 17. 17 Faith, 13 Intelligence.
Is it time? Now.
Okay. Well, my left armament just needs to put down the strength of how I'm doing it, so strength it is, I guess. Okay, I could use them all. Let me just find new armor for this real quick. Yeah, I could use everything I need to. Just store you away for now. Okay. Um, that works, I guess. No, that might not work. Okay. Okay, that could turn into a spear, right? Can I not imbue this thing? They're incantations, right? Huh. Does it need to be a staff that does it? I don't quite understand. I should be able to imbue this, right? With the status element? I don't understand. Why can't I enchant my weapon here? I should be able to. Oh, it can't be enchanted till it lets me enchant. I read some Ashes of War can allow you to enchant the weapon while still having the Ash of War. Hmm. Does it only count if it's one of these? So if it has an Ash of War, it won't let you do anything with it? That doesn't seem right. I don't get it. It should be able to enchant it. Hmm. Huh. Okay, it gets pokey in the ground. So I can't have any Ash of War on it for you to use your enchanting on it? Huh. kind of concerned. Like, why can't I? Huh. Could have swore I could do certain Ashes of War with armaments. Well, if it ain't gonna have arcane scaling, I should just... Hmm. Descaling, no. It has spinning slash on its own, I guess. That's better than nothing. How do I change its... How do I change its scaling without... So it depends on the Ash of War. It already has. If I can find a spear that throws a spear, I need to find an Ash of War, a weapon that already has the spear throwing on it. This is pretty much me testing something out. It's known as the Eshwar Spectral Lance. I need to find a weapon with Spectral Lance already on it. Is there a weapon with Spectral Lance already built on it? Is there no weapon with Spectral Lance on it? Hmm. I could have swore there was a weapon with Spectral Lance as its natural ash of war. Because apparently the Ash of War will take the attribute of what you have on it. And if you had a weapon with Spectral Lance and you would say buff it with one of the armament incantations, the lance you Hurl will also have that attribute.
Well, I took you no matter to lay out your own.
You're pretty much watching me dick around with this right now. Six, 7, 8. Three, 4, 5, 6.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, this is a dex weapon. Of course, it's a dex weapon. So I need to go back. Pull everything out of my arcane, because the arcane's not going to do shit. And pour it all into dex. I have a good amount of dex scaling though.
Ah, is it time? Now. My.
Now I need a seal that scales with my dexterity. I'm just trying new things out because technically I'm just waiting for the DLC to come out now. Frenzy Flame, really? The only thing that scales is my dexterity? I'm gonna give this a whirl and see what happens. Nothing much changed other than how I'm gonna play this. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing with this right now. It's different than my I could just switch between the elements with my weapon. I can increase the bleed on it. I can switch it out to lightning. Black Flame, I believe, scales with strength, so... $55 blood. This should transfer madness onto my weapon too. Hi, I'm just trying out things right now. This is really confusing how this works. Certain weapons can be infused with your armaments. If they have particular ashes of war, those ashes of war can also be imbued with that element. Wow, that works. That works. I literally could just switch up any attribute I want in the game. If I want more bleed, I just put on the bleed armament. If I want poison, I just enchant poison. If I want lightning, I enchant lightning. It's like literally I just cycle through them as I see fit. Huh. Kind of wishing I want to try other things too, see if I can do that then. Because there's a katana that people don't really respect. They say it's the crappiest katana. But let's say I'm able to manage with it to enchant it with any other armament I desire. Switching its original to something new. Yeah, I know it's a katana, but it's the most hated katana for no reason. Everyone says it's just crap, that's it. That's all there is to it. They don't give it a second thought or glance, and they say it's always stupid. And you get it for free as a reward, so... Excuse me, where's my katanas? I have a whole list of these damn things. Where the hell are they? Very select few can do this trick, though. That's the problem. And I don't know which ones could do what, because certain ones can do it and certain ones cannot. Serpent Blade. Everyone hates the Serpent Blade for some reason. They poo-poo all over it, but I wonder if I can change its status. No. Oh, okay. I don't remember that. Well, why can't I use status elements on this thing? Yeah, it causes poison, but I can't enchant it with anything. I don't like that. Shouldn't I be able to switch up its element with one of my armament spells? I mean, you can't do anything with it other than as is. Why can't I use an incantation to say, grant it black flame? I don't understand. I mean, a regular katana would do, like, wonders with this, with the sheath ability. Just enchant it, sheath it, and then go for it. See, this is so weird. What are the rules? Because certain abilities work with these armaments, and certain abilities do not. See, unsheath. Just a regular old katana will do. Just regular old unsheath. So the Nagikiba and the Itachi, I should be able to do it with those two. I don't like how this weapon, the double slash weapon, it has poison buildup, yes, but you can't enchant it. You can't use your armaments, but what the weird thing about this this thing I was looking in the game files is armaments can be altered, and so can Ashes of War's effects through armaments. See, now I could do it. Watch. Then I just do this and sheath, and then I could do this. Switch it, sheath it. And if you give it an Ash of War, it locks you out of enchanting it. What are the goddamn rules? If there's a weapon with a natural spear ability, I could enchant it and the spear will become poisonous or... Because remember, I had the poisonous blood twin blade. You heard that right. Poisonous blood twin blade. Which is something very unique. And I had the this katana last playthrough, so I don't really want to do it again with the same weapon. I could switch out to this weapon instead for it, but still. Yeah, right here, Glintstone Pebble. I couldn't enchant that with an armament because it has no slot. It has to show that little mark next to it. For it to count. Interesting rules on this damn thing. I can see why they have that rule, so some weapons don't become way OP. So, as long as that little mark where you can use an Ash of War on it, then you can use it. Because I want to find... Hello. Okay, and then if I do this, poisonous vacuum slice. Do this, bleed vacuum slice. By the way, the weapon does get the effect of the armament. That vacuum slice right there does get the effect of the armament I just placed on it. But people don't realize that armaments can affect Ashes of War. And I read the game file, it's like, if you have something like Vacuum Slice, like that weapon does, and you use one of your armaments on it, like Poison or Lightning or anything, and you use Vacuum Slice and you slice it outward, if it hits, it does that element. Though it may not show it, it actively has that attached to it. So you can literally put an armament on a weapon like this.
Always good to see you, so. Maybe I should tell you. Lately, I feel I'm on the precipice of falling into a deep, fathomless slumber. And I have an inkling it could spell trouble for you somehow. So I just wanted to get the apology out of the way beforehand, since you're so scary and all.
Vacuum Slice would benefit from that, yes. It would give a reason for Vacuum Slice on this weapon, since you can give it the status effect, too. What other weapons can I use with armaments like this? giving myself a nice projectile. Really? Am I gonna... Can I not do it with anything but this weapon I'm wielding? Can I remove that? Interesting. I can enchant the black flame tornado with other elements too. So little weapons can do this. Oh, Barbaric Roar can get a status element. Oh, that's an alteration to your combat. Never mind. Huh. Sorry, this seems kind of boring, but I'm trying to figure out something here. Vacuum Slice is probably the only thing I have. Huh. So, gonna give this a try. Just use Somber Stones?
I took you no matter lay out your own.
Nope, regular smithing stones. God damn it. I need 12 of each. I'm in the medium loadout. God damn it. I don't want the medium loadout. Oh, granted, am I not... Do I not have more stuff equipped to me than... Hello, Juggler. I'm just trying to figure some stuff out, because... Well... I found out something interesting. If I remember what I'm doing here a second. You know how you can enchant your armament, right? Like give it poison or bleed or whatnot? Through the incantations. Like you could put lightning on your weapon. Did you know that applies to the Ash of Wars that are implemented on the weapon too? Therefore, if you had a projectile weapon, like, say, Vacuum Slice also has that element attached to it. So I can literally fling a wave of poison at them. Or bleed. Not as potent as the weapon itself can be, but... But the problem with that, there's a huge problem with that. Only this weapon could do it. Only this weapon could do it, though. If you put an Ash of War on the weapon, it won't let you enchant it with your incantation. Therefore, there's like only 2 weapons that it can do, where it has a projectile attached to it. So that gives this weapon in particular, this 2-handed sword I'm wielding right now, the only weapon that is capable of doing such a thing. And Vacuum Slice is not taken very seriously either. But a Vacuum Slice that can poison you or hit you with a bleed? That might throw off a few people. Takes 12 smithing stones for each level of the weapon, so Now I just gotta level it up all the way and then give it a test run. But the weirdest thing is Vacuum Slice doesn't show an elemental status, but it'll still have the effect anyways. Which probably would throw a lot of people off, I guess. I mean, I've shown how my gauntlets are very powerful. Those things were no joke.
Back already, no matter. Back already, no matter.
I want to get this leveled up as much as I can, since this will be my first greatsword. I mean, you saw what I did to my the dual power fists, where I was power fisting for some reason. That thing was a beast in its own right.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, this is only a plus 14. I'm a light build for some reason. My weight is light because I like to have that. I didn't realize this was one of the things you could use. And everyone doesn't like this weapon because of the way it looks. But I may give it a second life and people might actually use it for what it is. It hit him for that mount too. Vacuum Slice poison. He's building up status elements. This is interesting to say the least. See? I may give Vacuum Slice a new life. Holy crap, I poisoned him. I lost. But I was building status elements with Vacuum Slice. It showed no elemental advantage, but it still hit him with it. I think that's why he clapped like, I didn't even think that was a thing. I bet you I made him go like, wait a minute. Did I just proc bleed? Or did I get hit with bleed? What the hell? Because that weapon doesn't have a status element. but I'm giving it one. Then I'm using vacuum slice to launch it at him. If I wanted to, I can nail him with it directly, or I can use vacuum slice in the process to send it to him. That has got to be the most interesting thing I found out, that these status elements will add to your vacuum slice, to your Ashes of War. It's like a transfer, giving me the ability to use any status element on my weapon at any given point, even if the weapon doesn't have it. Because this has no passive effects, but I'm giving it a passive effects. Blood Flame will build up, will start building up, bleed. Yes, it'll give it bleed. Blood Flame will give Vacuum Slice bleed. Of all things. It's so weird. I'm using a weapon, everyone's like poo-poos all over, and they're like, oh, this weapon sucks. I'm like, well, yeah, but let's see, Blood Flame right here. It has no, this weapon has no passive effect active. Then I enchant it, and then it should gives it bleed effect. Or at least it's supposed to. That, or I can't see it. But I give it this, and then when I use this, and then when I use Vacuum Blade, that's got bleed on it. And not to mention, I'm using the, I'm also using the Frenzy Flame Seal, which if I use, let's say, an armament with, like, if I enchant my armament with, like, any of my enchantments, it's supposed to at least give it Frenzy Flame, or Madness to it, too. So there's Madness build up on my weapon. I guess, didn't proc it fast enough or something? I need to go optimize. I need to go optimize this build. It's so weird that anything I proc on my armament, the technique that's on the weapon is granted this ability too. And I wonder if I'm building up Madness because I'm using the Frenzy Flame to coat my weapon in that armament's ability. And doing so, granting me Madness buildup, Poison, or Bleed, or whatever I choose on top of it. So if I wanted to do my Poison armament, I would build up Madness on my enemy as well. Or at least it should, because it's transferring the status over to the weapon that I'm wielding. They got Black Flame, Lightning, Holy, Poison, Bleed. It's all, wow, that's cool looking. Huh. I'm just finding this out now. It took me like, I was reading the game files all day today, wondering what the hell they meant by armaments that you, whatever you put on your weapon when it comes to these armaments, like these incantations to give a weapon a particular status, like you would a grease. It would grant it also to any Ash of War it uses as well. So Vacuum Slice has an element to it. Well, not really. It's got its limitations too. I mean, I had to hit them quite a bit to build it up, don't I? I need strength. I need to rely mostly on strength, so... yeah, I need to give myself 60 strength. 60 strength should be fine. Because when I was reading the files, I don't know if I read it wrong or something, but when I read that status stuff will transfer over, I was kind of curious, so I'm like really messing around with it. I need to give myself at least 20 intelligence and faith so I can wield my... Holy crap, this build is insane. Okay, this is, Dex doesn't do anything for me anymore. If I give myself more faith than intelligence, it should help with the armament when I enchant it.
Martha.
Okay, now this should hit like a goddamn truck. This is just weird. I don't know what to make of it. I really don't know what to make of this because I just figured something out that only probably 2 weapons in the whole game can do. Because I don't know of any weapon that doesn't have a thing where you could just launch. I know there's there's one weapon that gives you a shout that sends a shockwave outward, right? When you shout and it sends it outward. And this one has vacuum flame. And if you were to enchant your weapon and use your weapon art, it would grant the ability to that art. And I like these briars on my character. I don't know why, but I think this armor is good for him. It gives me good poise. I think I have like 80 poise now. So I can't be knocked out of my attacks very easily. I'm just testing this out because this is confusing me. I believe I procced blood loss on him. No, I did. Huh. I gotta test that with poison next, and if it poisons him, I may have found a use for this weapon. Everyone's like, oh, these weapons suck. Did you know you can flick shit at people with these ones? Well, just with these two. There's only 2 that do it. The Giant's Roar and Vacuum Slice. This is interesting. When it said I can grant the weapon the attribute as well as the Ash of War on it. Granted, you can't equip an Ash of War on these to work. It has to be naturally part of the weapon. That's so weird. Now he's dodging Vacuum Slice because of the poison status. Damn it. He's actually avoiding it. What happened? Oh, we're lagging. I hit him once with vacuum sights, and immediately the next time he tried to avoid it at all cost. I bet you a little meter showed up saying he was getting poisoned. And that probably he went like, what the fuck? What? I just invented a long-range status weapon. And only 2 weapons could do it in the whole game. An axe with a giant's roar, and this great sword that no one uses. Huh. I feel proud. Weirdly enough, I feel really proud. If I don't mind the medium build, or medium weight, I can probably sneak myself a little more something to use with this. Oh wait, I can do that now because, oh that's right, I gave myself more stamina. Will this still keep me in light? Yeah, it will. Cool. Nope. Actually, no. Oh, damn. Oh, I am seriously... I'm tempting the goddamn light load versus medium load right now. Raise the potency of incantations. That would help my thing, wouldn't it? If I increase the potency that when I use them. Old Lord's Talisman extends spell duration, so that would extend the duration of what I use on my weapon. So I need to do this here, get the big boy one, and then here to this here. Okay, I'm a medium load. This will make me a light load. Okay, these are the things. Erdtree's Favor +2, Old Lord's Talisman, Flock's Camera Talisman, which will make my status on the weapon I put with my vacuum slice stronger too. And then lower FP consumption by skills. Okay, let's give that another shot. This is interesting. How's my poise only 36? Oh yeah, I get hyper armor from my great sword now. Heh. Wait, I don't have the frostbite one. Wait, where do I get the armament for frostbite? Frostbite blade, right? Because I should be able to use frost as well. If it's an armament I can put on my weapon, like I would grease. This actually makes greases useless. This is a great sword that's like, oh, you use greases? I just use magic. And it's done. I could have swore I had the ice one. Did I not pull it out? No, there's a literal ice armament where you put ice on your blade. There's one for every element, actually. There's a fire one, an ice one, a red fire one. I just never found it for some reason. The black flame one, a bleed one. Huh? Why? I should have it. Let me go get it. I know where it is. It should be over here. Yeah, I don't have a ice blade armament where I could put proc ice on my weapon. Vacuum ice. Oh. I could use a vacuum to send a wave of ice. Though my poise definitely needs more work, because I don't have shit for poise. Though I guess I could find hide poise armor, but isn't that heavy armor? And I'd rather have the lightweight. It should be up the road here. Should be a scarab up this road that gives me that ice weapon. Holy shit! Yeah, it should be right here. Wait, is it in this spell section? Do I need to have a staff as well? I hope not. Because that seems kind of stupid. If I have to get a staff on top of what I have now, I'm going to be kind of miffed. Oh, for God's sakes. Frozen armament. It's a sorcery. So I have to have a spell for that? I'm gonna have to have a staff for a one thing. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Seems like a lot of effort for a goddamn single armament. Whatever's the lightest little freaking stick I can get away with here. 2.5, huh? Anything lighter? Do I really need it then? I wish we didn't have to. I didn't have to switch through. So if I want to put ice on my weapon, I would have to have a staff on top of my Oh, that is so stupid. Maybe I can make up the difference with something else. Really? Nothing in here is a ice thing? Nothing? Other than ice lightning, but that's 34 faith. That's a lot of requirement for that. I mean, I could give 2 points to my arcane to be granted this ability with ice. That way I don't have to switch off my incantation slot. Yeah, I gotta go redo my stats again, but I know which one I would give the 2 points away from. But this is interesting. Just have that great sword and enchant it with a black flame or bleed or poison as I see fit. And if I have to just sprout a dragon head from my ice breath, then so be it. It's not like my stats aren't, lacking.
Ah, is it thy now?
I'm just doing all the points except for one of them is not going back to normal. One of them with extra points for no reason will be turning into 20, 20, 12. There.
Ah, my fan.
Now I can use all my status stuff, including Dragon's Icy Breath. So that works out for me. Yep. This is interesting. I'm liking this build too. I keep building these weird builds that you think wouldn't work, but for some reason my dumbass is reading game files for no reason. It's like I'm looking through it, I'm like, okay. Then I'm like looking through and go like, armament can give an armament to, give a special status to an armament through incantation. Then I saw that it works on Ash of Wars. I'm like, wait, what? Huh? I'm thinking to myself, does that mean that I didn't know how it meant by that it works with Ash of Wars, but it works with the ones that are built into the weapon. It has to be previously built into the weapon. If it has no square block where you could put Ash of War in, and it's not blank, you cannot enchant it. You cannot give the weapon that boost. If you know what I mean. He didn't even emote to say hi or anything. But I only have to use the ice move if they're really far away, right? The breath got range on it. It won't be very strong, but it might be enough to move them out of the way. It's the closest thing I'll have to ice because I don't want to waste another weapon slot just to switch over to a staff to get ice to my weapon. But that ice would give it to vacuum slice as well, ice buildup. And this weapon's only plus 14. I don't like this gooey stuff on the end of it. But, well, it's the only weapon I know that has projectile. It's literally one of the only 2 projectile weapons in the game that can give status elements that you enchant to the weapon with. It's kind of a weird thing. Boom! Hit him. I'm literally keeping up with an archer. Damn, this is a close fight. He is dodging at my thing for dear life. Oh, he nailed me by the fucking skin of my teeth. That's got range on it though. Ah, he got me. That is... Huh. I built a weird build. Oh no, I'm almost out of time. No, my 2 hours are almost up already? Yeah, but I'm just surprised that status actually travels with the vacuum slice. He actually tried to dodge my vacuum slice, which means one thing. It was causing status element. If it didn't, he wouldn't need to dodge it, really. They'd just like, oh, it hit me, oh well. Because people don't fear the vacuum slice, like, at all. But when they get hit with it once, all of a sudden they're dodging my shit like it's nothing. Not like it's nothing, but they're dodging it like it's actually a threat. And I'm wondering why they're looking at it like, wait a minute. Why are you dodging me so much? That goes right through weapon shields, you idiot. You can't block it. Also, it doesn't count as magic. Oh, it activated. Ooh. Ah, bestial sling. This build's working for some reason really well. I just gotta get better at dodging and then counterattacking. I turned a weapon that no one would give two shits about and made it lethal. Because remember, this is a plus 14 version, not the plus 25 version that can do over 900 damage. And Vacuum Slice does 1,000. Or something along those lines. I have the smithing stones, I just don't have the ruins to level it up. I turned from a close range boxing ice fire bleed build to an everything great sword long range close range build. Yeah, see, it's only level 14. And it does about 240 B scaling on strength, which goes up higher, by the way. I think this thing goes to S scaling on strength. Which is, something. I need to go run through something real quick to get a lot of ruins. But my time is almost up for the day. Oh man, and this is getting good too. I discovered something new! Yay! No one knows this until now. That a status element you put on your weapon can be used with your... well... with your Ash of War move, whatever, the battle combat move that comes with the weapon. Problem is, you can't use any Ash of Wars with it. Sorry. But then, you can use any element as you want, freely, like you would grease. That's the trade-off. Use any element you want that's technically not a grease. Because they're incantations, but they'll still do the same effect or something. It seems like it. But it doesn't seem as strong.
Aren't you precocious? We rarely receive visitors to the Volcano Manor without invitation. Fascinating.
If I can get also a seal that overwhelmingly favors strength when I enchant and use my enchantment on the weapon, it'll increase the strength of the enchantment to my armament. Say if I put bleed enchantment on it but it's higher scaling, the higher percentage it gives to my weapon.
Your decision is most welcome. Now you belong to the Volcano Manor family. The drawing room lies down the hall. Make yourself comfortable. I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. An honor to have you.
Because you cannot enchant your weapon like this. You can't enchant it at all if it has an Ash of War on it. So... there's that. You gotta take that into consideration. That there would only be 2 weapons in the game that would allow you to pull this off. An axe with a giant's roar, and this vacuum weapon. So, yeah, you're limited. Very, very limited.
It's you, is it? Well, nice to see you again. So you've been invited as well, I see. Then we're comrades in arms.
Though the wax does look nice with certain elements sparking on it.
What's yours?
And if you're wondering why it's lasting so long, I have the Lord's Talisman on.
I can tell. You're wondering about Lanya. Well, you see, after much internal debate, I've come to realize revenge is not the answer. According to Lady Tanith, I've got the stuff of champions. And champions, ironic as it is, are oft forced to walk a tainted path. It hit me like a bolt from the blue. That my former thoughts were simple naivety. Of course my heart weeps for Lanya. That unfortunate incident was a cruel twist of fate indeed. But succumbing to the pain and sadness caused won't make me a champion, will it? Lanya knows this, I'm certain. Fate has laid
Man, that electricity lasted a long time on the weapon, didn't it? Oh yeah, the Lord's Talisman increases the time you enchant something. Like, if you would to enchant your body or use a spell on yourself, it just increases the time by 3 seconds. Which in combat can mean a lot.
Hello again, brave Tarnished. It is a shame that I did not beckon you here with my own hand. But I am pleased that we meet again. Here, at the Volcano Manor.
Well, yeah, the weapon's not at its peak. If it was at its peak, it'd hit like a goddamn diesel truck and isekai your ass.
Brave Tarnished under Lady.
You. What in heaven's name are you doing here? The Volcano Manor is a pit of recusants. I hope you understand.
Well, as long as you understand, you have heard perhaps this,
but know that before you can...
I know my poise is dog shit though, which is weird because this weapon should have hyper armor. Now I have to go kill my first guy, take the ruins from him. You know, I think they should have put graces in the Colosseum. There should be a grace in the Colosseum, right? I'm not the only one that thinks that, right? There should be a grace within the Colosseum itself, so you can quick travel to any Colosseum you want. But I guess since there's the Colosseum marker in the round table hole, they didn't think of it at all. But, oh well. Plus, I don't think I want to use fists for now until the DLC, because I know there's an Ash of War that lets you start kicking. Will give you a kick combo with it. I want to mix the Ash of War for kicks and fists together to make a martial arts build, which would be cool. Yeah, I know. It's not working at its max yet. Not even close. It's only at plus 14 of 25. It could hit way harder. Damn. And it takes so little magic to pull this off, by the way. Like, ooh, wow, 3 FP. I wonder if I can do this forever. Holy hell. That's not even enough ruins to do anything. Damn, I thought taking out these guys would give me more ruins. Because I need a lot more ruins is all. If I get enough ruins, I know where to grind for ruins. I guess I could do that off camera or off stream. Grind this weapon, max it out, and see what it can full potential can do at 24 or 25. Which you just saw what the blood flame just did to him, right? It procced so fast. It's just like plop. Oh, there goes his health bar. The fact you can proc any status from any range is fucked up.
Did you? That is the time. You will become. If you are low, but you must leave. This is a war against. We have no plea. You've completed your. I am. This is. Never forget the way. It is the truth.
This is a weird build. Oh, my 2 hours are almost up already. God damn it. I'm getting into this now. And I don't want to lose my 2 hours of stream because of crashes that happen because of it. I'm going to see if there's a better talisman to work with than Frenzy Flame for strength. See, this is E strength, E strength, E strength, D strength, B strength. There we go. The beasts, this one will work better for it, since it's going off my strength and faith, which are my 2 highest, I guess. But it only goes, like, the game only goes for one of them anyways. But I hope you enjoyed, as I figured out how to give Vacuum Slice an elemental advantage. Aw, I have a glow stick. Well, this is something. I'm gonna go grind up these items and smith them into maxed as high as I can to see how hard I can really hit. But I hope you enjoyed this stream, and I've got to test some stuff out. This is interesting. I'll come back to later to tell you guys the results next time. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.